women boxers to keep your eye out for that are current. Natasha Jonas. She began her pro debut in 2017. Natasha has 12 fights, 9 wins, 7 KOs, and 1 draw. She has a loss to Katie Taylor, and she has a loss in 2018 to Vivian Obinna. Looked like she was stopped in that fight. She's fighting out of the lightweight division, and she's out of the UK. Very good fighter. She had if you haven't seen a fight with her and Katie Taylor, I suggest you go back to YouTube and YouTube Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor. Very good fight. Then we have Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall is also out of the UK. And Savannah Marshall is in the middleweight division. Savannah began her debut in 2017 also. Savannah is known as the silent assassin. They call her the silent assassin because she's always smiling. She has such a humble personality about her. She seems like she wouldn't hurt a fly. But Savannah Marshall has 10 fights, 8 KOs, and no losses. She last fought April the 10th, 2021 to Maria Lindbergh. And that fight was stopped by a KO. Katie Taylor of Ireland, coming out of the lightweight division. Katie began her pro career in 2016. Katie has 18 fights, 6 KOs, and no losses. Her last fight was the person that I highlighted in the first beginning of the video, Natasha Jonas. So that was Katie Taylor's last fight also. And that was May 1st, 2021. Katie is a very sound boxer, well-skilled. If you haven't seen Katie Taylor, you're in for a treat. So YouTube Katie Taylor and check her out. Now we have Claressa Shields. Teresa was called T-Rex when she first came out, but she now goes by the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time. Claressa Shields' record is she has 11 fights, 2 KOs, no losses. She's out of Flint, Michigan, began her pro career in 2016. She's fighting in the superweight division. Her last fight was March 5th, 2021 against Marie-Eve Decarrier. That ended in a unanimous decision. And Claressa is also the only woman to hold all the titles in 2 weight divisions. So I thought it had changed. I thought she won that in 3. If anybody on record out there that knows different, leave that in the comment for me. I would like to know, is it 2 weight divisions or is it 3 weight divisions? Amanda Serraio, known as the real deal. Amanda has the most extensive record out of all the women that I am highlighting today. And I'm highlighting current women boxers. And Amanda has 40 fights, 30 KOs, and 38 wins. So she began her pro debut in 2009. Amanda Serraio is out of Brooklyn, New York. She has a loss to Frida Wahlberg in a unanimous decision, and then she has a split decision draw to Ella Nunes. And Amanda is fighting out of the featherweight division. You have to see Amanda fight. All these women are real skilled. So I thought if you're a boxing fan, you would like this video. Jessica McCASKILL. Jessica began her pro debut in 2015, alias Caskilla. So she has a name that sounds like she's a very vicious boxer. Jessica has 12 fights, 10 wins, 3 KOs, 2 losses. So she has a loss to Katie Taylor, which I highlighted previously. So you can go back and look at that. And she lost to Taylor in 2017. She last fought she has a loss to Katanya Fisher in 2016. And Jessica McCaskill is fighting out of the welterweight division of the women. Senicia Estrada. I hope I pronounced your name right, Senicia. And Senicia has an alias. They call her Super Bad. She has 20 fights, 8 KOs, and no losses. She's out of Los Angeles, California, and she's fighting from the USA. Her division, this is the first time I've seen this. Her division she was under was called a minimum. So it's also known as the mini flyweights or the strawweight division. So I learned something today about that. And Senicia Estrada last fought March 2021 to Annabelle Ortiz in a unanimous decision. And Senicia Estrada began her pro career in 2011. Marlen Esparze. She has 10 fights, 9 wins, 1 KO, and technical decision loss. So she lost to the video that you've seen previous. Her one loss is to Senicia Estrada, and that ended in a headbutt, as you can see in this picture right here. So the judges went to the card, so Senicia Estrada was winning the fight from their arm. She was cut on an accidental headbutt, and that fight took place March of 2021. Marlen Esparze began her pro career in 2017. So these are some great women boxers that if you see these names, and there's a bunch of women out there that are fighting now. I just wanted to highlight women boxing. So I don't know if some women out there that I missed. I just tried to fit who I thought would be my picks into this video, but it's a lot of great up and coming fighters. I don't want to say like I forgot someone like that. I know Layla Ali is a great boxer, but she's not active. She isn't fighting anymore. So I didn't want to put someone, an inactive boxer in the video. So let me know what you think about these women, and do you know any of them? And also, as you see in the picture below, you can see Marlen Esparze. She was pregnant and she was still training. She had a fight, if I'm not misunderstood, I think that fight was with Senicia Estrada. It was maybe, I would want to say, I don't want to, if you know the correct information, I think it was 3-4 weeks to 6 weeks after she had gave birth to her baby, she was back in the ring. So that's incredible in itself. So leave a comment what you think about these ladies, and have you seen any of these lady fighters? And if not, when you see these names, make sure you tune in to see their fights.